Hey, what's up guys, it's Detail and welcome back to yet another video. Hope you're all doing well today. So we're going to be talking about toxicity today, not to get confused with toxic friends, although it is somewhat the same concept. These people don't necessarily have to be your friends and people don't have to be, you know, friendly with you to be toxic because that's kind of the opposite, but I digress. The thing I'm going to be talking about today are people who take their anger out on others to create like a toxic field around them, which generally is just not really a place you want to be cemented in. You don't want to be talking to somebody and then they get super toxic with you over something that literally has nothing to do with you. So, yeah, there was a situation that arose just recently, like a few minutes ago. And it's not, like a serious issue, but I do want to talk about it because I think it's kind of funny. And I have the right to, because it happened to me. I'm not giving any names or any social media, so I could talk about whatever I want on here. Anyway, so I met this girl in a group chat on Snapchat from somebody I met on Omegle, and in turn, I met one of her friends. I think it's her best friend, don't quote me on that. Anyway, so I was talking to them both today, just like a few minutes ago. And I guess the other girl was pretty upset about something because as I joined, I didn't even talk to her. She was just being really, really toxic towards me for pretty much no reason. Just kind of being insulting, telling me to shut the F up for pretty much nothing. And obviously, it doesn't really bother me all that much. I am slightly irritated because it's like, okay, I did nothing to you. And you're treating me as if I did do something that pretty much ripped your heart out and stomped on it when, like I said, in reality, I didn't say anything to her. But yeah, after that, I basically just said, well, looks like someone's period hit extra hard this month. Now, in hindsight, that probably wasn't the nicest thing to say to her, but she didn't really hear me initially, and her friend was basically telling me, yeah, don't say it, don't worry about it. But I said it again because, like I said, she didn't hear it, and yeah, she wasn't happy. She started cursing at me, and it was clear that she didn't really appreciate the comment that I made towards her. But at the end of the day, was I really wrong about it? No. I'm sure she was on her period, and if she wasn't, she definitely acted like it, and it's probably the worst one she could have had because she was definitely not in the best of moods. Now, if you're a woman and you're watching this video, I want you to know that I'm not aiming here to offend anyone. I'm just saying what I was talking about in the moment and what I'm referring to. So if this is offending you, I apologize. That was not my intention. But anyway, fast forward like a minute or so, and she ends up calling her boyfriend, whom I've never really had an issue with. But yeah, she calls her boyfriend. She doesn't really say too much. She says that this guy, I don't know why she referred to me as this guy. Her boyfriend literally has talked to me before. It was kind of indirect, but let me paint the picture here just so you understand better. We were both on like a voice call, but we weren't on the same call. There were just two different phones, so we can pretty much hear each other. And I'm like 99.9% sure he heard my name, so he definitely knew who I was, but just I guess to infuriate me, whatever, she just didn't use my name, which didn't really make me angry at all. Like I said, I don't really care. But yeah, she was basically venting to her boyfriend, probably expecting her boyfriend to say something or to say something to me since he knew I was also on call. But no, he didn't do that, and I respect him for that because I didn't really do anything wrong. And yeah, it was just kind of funny that she was really, really angry, called her boyfriend to vent, and he didn't really say anything. And that isn't even like the worst part. The worst part doesn't really have much to do with me, to be honest, besides the fact that I was still in the call when this happened. So her boyfriend was kind of like singing. It was light singing. I could just barely hear it. And he was just doing his own thing, right? You know how sometimes you'll hum or you'll sing, whatever. And her girl, the girl, aka his girlfriend, was like, "Can you please be quiet?" Because she was angry, right? She didn't want to hear him talking or singing because she was mad. And he's like, "Okay, I'm sorry." Like, this man was so submissive to listening to what she was saying. I was like baffled. And I know some people are probably going to say, well, he just respects her feelings. He knows that she's upset and he wants to, be respectful. But at the end of the day, he didn't really do anything wrong. Why are you listening to her when she's clearly the one who's being mean and irritating for little to no reason? And I understand even if you are on your period, that doesn't really give you an excuse to be really, really toxic and angry at somebody who literally hasn't even spoken to you. Like, I didn't talk to her. I didn't acknowledge that she was there in the first place. And then she just got angry out of nowhere. So I retorted, and I guess that made her even more mad. So, moral of the story, if you're going to be mad at somebody or just talk trash for little to no reason, make sure you can actually, take it just as much as you dish it out. Because if you can't, that just makes you look stupid. And just to refer back to when I said I wasn't even acknowledging her in the first place, that doesn't mean I was ignoring her. I just wasn't really talking to her because she wasn't the person that called me, and I don't know her as well as the person who actually, like I said, wanted to talk to me. So, yeah, it wasn't like I was just listening to what she was saying and not responding. We just weren't talking in the first place. And the funniest thing about this is that the boyfriend was literally like pretty much asking when he could talk again. He's like, "Oh, I'm just waiting for you to say when I could talk again." I'm like, "What? You're seriously not speaking because she told you not to speak. If you want to talk, you go ahead and talk." And this isn't supposed to be like some feminism or sexism stuff, right? You could talk whenever the hell you want to talk, and that goes both ways. I'm just saying it this way because that's the way it happened. Obviously, if your boyfriend tries to shut you up, you don't shut up. Say whatever the hell you want. You're your own human being. You have free speech. You have free will. Talk, do whatever it is that you want as long as you're not hurting anyone. But anyway, I digress once more. But basically what I'm trying to say is don't be that person. Don't be the person that I'm talking about in this story. I'm not even sure if she's going to see this video. I couldn't really care less if she did. Like I said, there's going to be no name. I'm not mentioning a name. I didn't even give her a fake name in this. No social media handles, none of that. So it's not like she can get me to take this down. I don't even think she watches the videos anyway, which is fine by me. Doesn't really matter to me in the first place. I can imagine we're not going to get along from here on out. So, I mean, that's okay with me. Again, I don't really care all that much. Something you guys may not know about me is my level of don't really care is very, very high. It kind of takes a lot to make me care about something. And I don't mean that in like a bad way, like that I don't care about anything. I'm just saying I don't really get angry all that often. I get irritated quickly, but I don't really get angry fast. So this person didn't really do a very good job of that, and it was clear that she was trying to, but didn't really work out in her favor. She's probably talking trash about me right now, which is kind of funny to think about, but I'm not going to talk about this anymore. It's pretty much over. I've already explained everything that needs to be said, and the topic was just kind of funny. It didn't really piss me off. It was just hilarious. But yeah, if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you tap the notification bell so that way every time I upload a video, you get notified right when I post it. So yeah, I love you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been Detail. I love you.